Hello. Okay, so I'm live now. So I can wait for a couple people to come here in the next 5 minutes or so. Um, so everybody's going to be here. Hello. All right, so we got at least one person here. So basically, I took a shamanic workshop last weekend in Calgary, Alberta, which is in Canada, and from there, I learned how to retrieve my power animals, be my main human guy in the upper world, and what was I going to say? And from there, I learned how to open sacred space, close sacred space, achieve people's power animals, merge with my power animals, and it was just such an incredible experience of healing from trauma. There were points in time that I felt like I was um, feeling my ancestors with me because I also have Native American, South American Native, either Shipibo or Shipibo, and Incan ancestors speak Quechua. And during this whole experience, like I barely slept. I felt very overexhausted. I felt very over energized. Like it was just incredible. I've just done my first power animal retrieval for somebody by long distance today. Um, a lot of these power animals that get retrieved for you, if you do it for yourself, for somebody else, will bring a message. And it brings a lot of healing from trauma and things that may heal you physically if there's a spiritual component to it. So I don't know necessarily where I'm going with this. I am a priest in Santeria. I'm a priest of Obatala. Um, but I feel like there's a lot of healing that can go through with this. I feel like there's a lot of giving back to people with this and helping people empower themselves. It's not about myself as a so-called shaman or um, necessarily the practitioner who's doing all the healing for the person. I give you the message of your power animal and you have to work through it. If you don't accept that message, you've got to do some shadow work and everything and then figure out why that does not resonate for you. Like, for example, I had a power animal retrieve for me, and that message was go into your heart of loving kindness. And I was like, the fuck? Like, how am I going to even be capable of doing that when I have been hurt by so many people who are supposed to be spiritual teachers, elders, and whatnot in my tradition? So when I did shadow work, it brought me to the fact of trying to understand what I learned from these teachers, as shitty as they may have been. They had a lesson for me to learn. And from that, I had to understand how I felt, what it taught me. And I was going down the list, even there was, my mom was involved in there too with that whole traumatic experience about love and everything, trying to find myself, trying to be guided, trying to be centered. And I understood that, I cannot push anyone to follow anything. I cannot expect somebody to love me the way I want them to love me. That everybody has their own way of expressing love. It might not be the way that is in the capacity of how you want to be loved. And ever since I've merged with my power animals, they've chosen not to disengage from that merge. And it's made my Native American spirits come through a lot more strongly, a lot more present, and a lot more bold, for sure. So I feel this has opened up many doors for me. Eventually, I'm going to be doing soul retrieval. What am I going to say? Soul retrieval workshop. I learned how to retrieve soul pieces for people and do it for myself and try to figure out what's been going on with this trauma and everything in my life, because my life has not been easy. For the most part, I have had an attachment that was a spirit entity that was causing so many issues. And now that I have a partner that's very supportive and very awesome, I've been able to be a lot more accountable for my actions. I understand not everything is something to be blamed on or whatever. And I feel I can give back to a lot of people. And so not that everything is supposed to be free. I don't believe in everything being free, but I believe in some kind of like barter, trade, something. Give me some candles, give me some incense, give me some sage, give me something. But that also, at the end of the day, is not always what we need too. We need the energy to be able to express ourselves to do what we have to do in this physical world, right? So I want to give a shout out to Ewe Odara, shout out to EDT Visuals. I'm going to put the information about them down below in the comments. So basically, EDT Visuals is my godfather's page on Facebook as well as Instagram that basically is about him doing directing, videography, photography, and Ewe Odara is all about plants you can get, incenses, stuff like that. Here, okay, awesome. So this is pretty much finishing up now. I'm not sure who else just joined, but this live is going to be recorded and you can check everything out. I was just doing a shout out right here that I put into the comments about EDT Visuals and Ewe Odara. You can find their Facebook pages, just typing them out on Facebook and everything. But yeah, it pretty much concludes everything about my spiritual experiences so far, my journey with Shamanically Journeying, the beauty of Core Shamanism. I feel and I plan to eventually go to South America and learn the cultural practices of South American shamanism. All right, everybody have a beautiful evening. God bless.